Hello, welcome back to the Crafty Organizer and the 12 shares of Christmas. Today is going to be one of my favorite shares because it's near and dear to my heart. Let's get started. Back in my younger days, I had a business called The Basket Case. It was creating gift baskets. I loved it. Something that I thought made it unique is I never used a traditional wicker basket unless the client really wanted it. I focused more on the main gift being whatever the container was, and I got to be super creative. So again, if the client wanted it, I would use a picnic basket or a serving tray, but I loved finding unique things like spice racks, plant stands. One of my all-time favorites was this serving cart. Talk about creative. I ended up delivering this one directly, but I used pots, serving bowls. Again, I loved using plant stands because it was such a dramatic imprint. Oftentimes I would use something simple like trick-or-treat bins or small little holders. As long as it wasn't the traditional holder, then it was fair game to me to create something really unique. This little fancy mug is what we're going to be duplicating today, and we're going to be using simple things from the Dollar Tree. So some items you'll need are at least 3 filler items. 3 to 5 is the best for a small container like a mug, but you're also going to need some sort of foam for the inside, some fun filler, quality shipping tape, and bamboo skewers. Now, if you want to wrap it, then you'll want to get either a treat bag or my favorite is the cello wrap, which you can get from the Dollar Tree. The first thing that I will do is cut the foam down to size. So I'll press it in to get the imprint, and then I'll just use a little serrated knife to shape it into place. Now, before you put the foam inside, get some ribbon and run it across so that when you push the foam in, your recipient can pull the foam out easily. Otherwise, they're going to cuss you out for having to cut that foam out. Now you're going to get your bamboo skewers and start sizing them to the items that are going to be on top. Cut them so you don't see it over the top, and you're going to repeat this technique for each one of the items that you're placing inside. If you have a candy item and it's sealed, take it out of the outer foil or outer packaging so that it looks more upscale. Now we're going to take the cut down skewers and tape to the back of each item. What this does is it allows you to get height to your gift basket, but the items won't move around. If you do not want to use tape, you can also use the sticky dots or some light temperature hot glue if it's not a perishable food item. Once you have the skewers attached to each and every item, I'm making sure that on my candy canes, I've got the candy canes facing opposite ways just for a little bit more effect when you're looking at it. For smaller items, like these decorative ornaments from the Dollar Tree, they already have a hole in it so it goes inside, and I'm just using the scraps from the bamboo skewers that I cut off. Now we're ready to start placing things in. Decide which direction you want to be facing forward, and you're going to start putting things in at a slight angle so that it fans out. So the cocoa is leaning towards the left, I'm putting my Santa in leaning towards the right. I had the skewer a little too long, so I cut it down because you want the base of the item touching the top of your cup. That gives it stability so that things don't move around. From there, I'm just going to keep moving forward. So the largest thing is in the back and the smallest thing is going to be up towards the front. So you'll see that I'm scaling everything down with my smallest item up front. This is such a quick thing. The preparation of attaching the tape and the skewers is really the longest part. Now here's where most people do things opposite. Most people use the filler first. I do it at the end. So I'll take some of the filler, I'll create a little snowball out of it, and then I can fill it in. This is such a better technique because you use significantly less and you're only placing it where you can see the foam. If you need to, you can take the little skewer out and then place the item back through to keep it in place, but by balling it up, it all stays together. You don't have any loose feel falling around, and it just makes for an overall fuller effect of your basket. Now for the little trails of the ribbon, this would only be if you're pulling out the foam. Just give it a little dovetail and it will look like part of the basket. Now, it can be done here, but if you want to put it inside the gift bag, go ahead and treat it like a sock by bunching it up, and then you can slip your basket inside and it is centered. For the cello wrap, which is my favorite way to do it because it really makes it look higher end, what you want to do is place your item in the middle, have some baker's twine or a strong ribbon, and you're going to start getting the corners of your cello wrap together. This way you know exactly where the center is of your basket, and then start pulling the other sections out so it fans out like a star. And that way again, you're getting everything flat and contained around. This method makes sure that there's no openings in the cello wrap so that nothing falls out or no sneaky hands can pull out anything. Then use your twine to tie it off at the top. Try and tie it tightly so that it's nice and secure. Next, we're going to go ahead and trim off all of that extra cello wrap so it looks neat. So you're going to give it a little haircut. So bunch it up, trim it off. I usually go for between 3 and 5 inches. This gives me plenty of place for a nice big bow, and that is your last step. I usually use a nice full bow to give some really nice decorative looks, but you can also go with a simple bow. By adding a small embellishment or a gift tag here, this is a really high-end look. And think about it, it was a Dollar Tree mug, 2 Dollar Tree candies, some candy canes. This one did have a gift card in it, but trust me, you don't need to have a whole gift card in there. Just the candy canes and a little floral pick inside will make this look so high-end, and your gift recipient will be so happy to get this, and you spent under $4 to make this entire gift. If you have not done gift baskets before, I hope this tutorial helped you be a little less intimidated to try them. I personally love making gift baskets. Always start with that largest item in the back and graduate towards the front. It's such a fun way to display the gift items that you're giving to someone, and it's so easy to do. Today's download is a list of gift basket ideas where, once again, the container is something unique and not found every day. You can find today's download at crafty-organizer.com, as well as the first 6 days of giveaways that we have gone through. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next share away. Thanks for watching. Thank you to my Patreons, and I will see you soon. Bye.